Decoding Trauma, A Guide to Existence by Pretty Privileged. Episode title 3, The Humiliation Ritual That Will Come Before the Initiation into the Life That Serves You. Privileged gems of the universe, we are so glad that you could make time to join us on a journey of self-discovery. Welcome to a sacred place where we start discussions to heal and cultivate wellness of the mind and soul, a journey to a higher existence. From unpopular mental health topics to the uncomfortable truth of our reality, we are deep diving head first. Here, the goal is to turn our weakest moments into our greatest strengths. Life can be very confusing for those of us that are looking for answers, but here you are not alone. Our experiences become our lessons, and our lessons bring us closer to the highest version of ourselves. Before we get into the discussion topic for this episode, let's take a moment to note the objective of these discussions. We are here to break down our life experiences to gain an evolved perception of reality. We are here to understand why things are the way that they are by looking at how they got to be that way. We want to know, why are bad things happening to me? To understand what these things mean to prevent making avoidable mistakes that can get in between you and the life that serves you. We want to use these questions as lessons that teach us about ourselves, our true selves. Blink open that third eye. I promise you'll never regret showing yourself kindness. It costs you nothing and gives you everything. This soulful space will always focus on and explore the vast topic of trauma, digging into it as far as it allows us to go. This is because uniquely designed traumatic experiences are handed to each and every single one of us at multiple points during our lifetime. This is most commonly in the form of the loss of a loved one. By decoding these uniquely designed experiences, you create a guide for yourself to get through your own existence. This is your world in your reality. The rest of us just happen to be here. The topic of discussion for this episode is the humiliation ritual that will come before the initiation into the life that serves you. Like any other of our discussion topics on decoding trauma, we are using life experiences and observation to do shadow work. Let's break it down and make it make sense. A humiliation ritual will come to you in the form of an obstacle that will tackle your sense of understanding for yourself. This is a product of a misguided reality, a very confusing yet very real experience that can be chaotic quite quickly if it goes unchecked. This is the universe proving to you that you are on the wrong track. The universe will flip the script by showing you the consequences of your mindset. At that point, the universe is telling you to check your attitude by showing you what your life would look like if you don't. This is when the breaking point comes into the equation, the kind of experience that'll make you ask yourself, how did I get here? This question is deeply rooted in humiliation and self-loathing, and I say this with the utmost respect. I, as your host, have reached this point countless times at my ripe age of 24. It's such an uncomfortable out-of-body experience. Something as simple as looking at your reflection feels like an insult to yourself, from yourself. It sucks, yes, but we have to understand the bigger picture. There is no growth without discomfort. In this moment, it is important to remember that what you are going through are the tests of time. These trying times are specifically designed for you to make yourself a better person, to build the strength that you will need to live a life of abundance. These tests are what gives life meaning. The quality of your intentions is constantly being tested. All you need to do is prepare yourself. Now we are getting into the initiation portion of our guesswork topic. Let's look at this closely. If you have gone through your humiliation and understand the concept of initiation, you know that even with extra tools, the lesson of development are fundamentally the same. Results do not create themselves. We are here to firstly understand the work that is expected of you in order to evolve. Do the research to find out what you stand to gain when you use the blessings that have been designed specifically for you. The lessons that have been designed specifically for you. The blessings of your God-given talents and skills. Doing the work to learn how to cultivate your soul to live a life of truth, destiny, and abundance. Now the question is, what do I need to do to get this golden key? Silence your mind and allow your ego to die for you to make room for the rebirth that is meant for you. Life literally changes every day, but it's supposed to be that way. When we blindly conform to ideas, values, and beliefs that do not resonate with us on a personal level, we put ourselves in a mental prison of our own making, where we decide the sentence. Are you spending a life sentence on Ignorance Island, or are you taking advantage of the opportunity to redirect your life? Weigh out the pros and cons, and it will come down to answering one simple question. Am I ready to pay the ultimate price of losing myself to find my true self? Doing whatever I can to learn as much as I can about myself as preparation for a higher existence. During the initiation period is when you prepare yourself for your new life. It's an added bonus that you'll learn invaluable information about yourself before you reach your true form. One of the fundamental ways to prepare yourself for consciousness is to learn how to practice mindfulness. I personally found that mindfulness is a skill that you have to acquire, and like anything else in life, if you don't do it right, it won't work. Cultivate the aspects of yourself that nourish your soul to make yourself a better person. Your humiliation, along with the initiation, is your preparation before you take on your soul's divine purpose, the life that you're destined for. This is to make sure that you are ready for the position by providing you with the skill set that you will need. Your personal level of preparedness will then materialize in your reality, a reality on your terms. During the initiation period, the all-loving universe will throw trick questions at you, life's riddles. This is when we should be asking ourselves, am I happy with the consequences of my actions? Am I happy with the choices that I'm making for myself? So it's time to see if you've learned from the past mistakes before getting to the next level of your existence. This goes even deeper if we look at the role that childhood trauma plays in our development, but that's a topic for another day. The point is, it's crucial to take control of your destiny to make sure that it doesn't pass you by. Your initiation is the time that you use to absorb as much as you can before the cameras start rolling in front of a live audience. It's okay to mess up your lines every now and then as long as you don't damage the interior setting of your stage. You risk losing everything if you do that. If you go back to square one, the cycle starts again, picking up from the humiliation. Now you need to run through it again from start to finish. This can get boring very quickly, speaking from experience. However, are you making the effort to test your limits and adopt a new way of thinking and ultimately a new way of living? A life created just for you, by you. Grab a pen or open up a writing application on your device and make notes of the things that nourish your soul so you can remind yourself what you are working towards. Proof of personal progress. Starting a project with no preparation is a recipe for disaster and a waste of time, realistically speaking. It's assuming that you know better than the best version of yourself. A vibrational frequency or your mind's channel that is rooted in love and true understanding of life. This is the time for you to show yourself some love and trust in yourself, so be selfish. Embrace those narcissistic thoughts. Sometimes the only feelings that you need to consider are your own, and that's because you can't expect someone else to do that for you. Set the example for how you would like to be treated by being the one to show us how to do it. The journey of self-discovery is strenuous and never-ending. There is literally no room for the things that drain your energy. No matter what it is that you may be going through, we need to understand and accept that existence can be a lonely journey because it is personal. Starting a new chapter of life doesn't happen overnight, but it will never happen if you fail to accept that all that is good can also be bad. When you apply for a change of scenery from the universe, the status of your application will depend on your understanding of the concept of commitment. The cost of the deposit for a new life is ego death. Lose yourself and forget everything that you think you know. This is when a higher version of yourself will show themselves to you and embrace you with compassion, patience, and enlightenment. The universe is indebted in every fracture of your soul. Good karma that will only materialize if you are successful in silencing your mind. Results do not create themselves. The question is, can you afford ego death? Count your coins before you order, then ask yourself if you are ready for a new reality. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. The universe is working overtime in favor of your greatest good. If the experience of life starts to feel like you're drowning in a whirlpool, your safest bet is to take a deep breath and let go. Allow the energy to carry you to safety while being proactive. Fighting the current will only make you drown faster. Allowing the current of the natural element of water to carry you is allowing the divinity of the universe to hold your hand while you cross the road. Pay some respect to the energy that exists to serve you. Your reality is and always will be what you make it. The trying times that you're going through are not for nothing. It may not be as fun as promised, but it is all part of the plot. Your existence is extraordinary. If you have stayed to listen up to this point, we thank you wholeheartedly and send you an abundance of love and the spirit of healing. Your highest self is grateful to you for your bravery in taking on the harsh journey of self-discovery. The stars in the sky shine for you. You are divine. If you have any topics of conversation that you would like to share, please feel free to reach out on any one of our pretty privileged social media platforms. I'll personally get back to you with all my love. If you are also enjoying our content, please let us know by leaving a comment or sharing what resonates with your soul. Take a look at the description box of this episode to find our link tree. Let's take these conversations even further. To close off the episode, a humiliation ritual will come to you before your initiation into the life that serves you, the life that is destined for you. But remember that this comes at the cost of your ego. To finish off with the positive affirmation, you are so powerful. Everything that you need to get through this life lies within your divine soul. Until our paths cross again, love and light. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to continue with the journey of health and wellness.